Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm back again with another topic. Now today's topic is brought to you by because I was thinking of a comment that a person left on a video I made before, and if you want to see that video, I'll put that down in the description field. But I basically want to say something about that. But before we go there, let me say this. When I make my videos, it's not to put anybody down, talk rude to anyone. I'm totally being respectful, and I'm only giving guys something to think about. Simple. Like I've always said, it's like a buffet. You can take it or leave it. We're all adults here. So my thing is this. I basically want to give you something to think about, something to consider, something to ponder, to say, let me try it a different way. Because maybe what I've been doing is not working. So I've often said, let's be respectful to each other. No rude remarks, because I'm not going to accept that. And my channel content is basically what it is, and I'm not going to change it. So those who don't like it, and I've said before, you can exit stage left. I want to deal with those guys who can resonate with what I'm saying, who understand what's going on, who wants to make a difference in their life. That's it. Okay? Those of you that don't agree, I can respect that. Go do what you want to do. If you feel like you want to get milk dry, you have that prerogative. That's it. But we're not going to come here and talk ugly to anyone. I will not tolerate that. So I say that to say this. Someone left a comment about telling me not to be rude because I mentioned to someone else from his comment, don't be rude. And it was only a suggestion to say, hey, don't be rude. Because I accept all comments because I feel we all can learn from each other. Okay? My mistakes, your mistakes, we can all learn from each other's mistakes and go on and do better. Now, today is the end of the year. We're going into a new year. So why not try to be better? So I'm going to share with you the comment that was left, and then we will proceed from there. Now, I'm hoping that today's video, you'll take the time to listen all the way through and maybe pull out some nuggets, some viewpoints, and just sit down and think about it, okay? I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm just giving something to think about. So I'm going to share with you what the person said. JWill5033 says, explain how that's rude. It's more rude for you to be talking about these people like they are just mooches. Respect their culture. If someone got you, it's your fault. Here's the thing, JWill, and I'm going to say that to you and anybody else. Culture is what culture is. That's it. Your next door neighbor has a different culture than you. But I don't see you going to their house living by their culture. Their culture may require them to do certain things, but you're not going to do it. So why go to another country and say you're going to do because it's their culture? Because here's the thing about their culture. Their culture only applies to the foreigners. When they're wanting money and to support family and siblings, they don't put that culture on the other Filipino guys. They'll tell you very quick, my brother doesn't have any money, so that's why he can't help. His wife won't let him give money. I've seen girls that have kids with one man, he may leave or pass away, she get with another man, and the new guy refused to let her support her other kids from the other relationship. And what do? Do they leave them? No, they stay with them. Why? They respect them. They leave you because they don't respect you. Simple. You have no value to them, so they don't stay with you. Your only value is what's in your pocket. So when somebody come back and sit back and say it's their culture, okay, maybe it is. Because if it's truly their culture, that culture would be across the board. Their culture won't be based on just one set of individuals, or it will apply if I meet a foreigner, but if I meet a local guy, then all bets are off. So don't give me that crap about it's their culture. Yeah, it's their culture when they're trying to scam somebody. And yes, it is mooching when you're only with someone for what they can do for you, and once they don't give, you leave. If I sit around and do nothing and let somebody in my family support me while I sit around and get drunk and watch TV all day, I'm mooching off them. If I meet a woman and I sit back and let her take care of me while I play video games all day, I'm mooching off her. So when you say like they are mooches, yes they are. They're mooching. And I'm going to call it for what it is, and those who don't like it, well, I'm sorry. It's mooching. This is parasitic behavior. You know, I'm glad I said that, because here's the thing. What is a parasite?
Can anyone tell me what a parasite is? Yes, Evan.
It's an organism that lives in another organism.
Or on another organism, like head lice. These guys cannot survive on their own, okay? They need a host.
A parasite is an organism that lives on another, either inside or outside, but a parasite attaches to another living organism to provide what it needs. So they attach to you because you provide what they need. That's parasitic behavior. Then once the parasite kills the host, then the parasite dies. The only difference is once they drain you, theoretically kills you, they move on and find another host. It's parasitic behavior. So this thing about culture, no, I'm not buying that nonsense. This is parasitic behavior, and yes, they are mooching. Simple as that. Keep in mind, what is a parasite? Once they get what they want from you, they move on to the next host. Once you stop giving or unable to give, they move on to the next host. And you're left here wondering what happened. No, I can tell you what happened. You was only there to serve a purpose. A parasite does not care about the host. A parasite has no emotional attachment to the host. The host is just there to supply what the parasite needs. And that's you, the host that's supplying the parasite. So I guess you're going to say, I'm rude for calling their behavior parasitic, in which it is. So don't give me this thing about it's their culture, because your neighbor has a culture and you're not running over there adopting their culture. Guys, I'm going to take you back a little bit here. When I first started going to the Philippines, and that'll be 2003, October 2003 was my very first trip there. And I've said this before, and I'm just going to share this with you to kind of show you the difference between then and now. When I first started going there in 2003, those girls were looking for boyfriends and husbands. They knew I better lock this guy down because there are so many other girls that might take him from me. Now, as the years have gone by, it's been 21 years now. This is now 2024. So it's over 20 years. And here's the thing. It's changed. Social media has changed all that. It's not the same like it used to be. The world has opened up. Because back in the day, for them to keep in touch with you, they had to get dressed, leave home, take a Jeep or a trike, go to an internet cafe, pay for however many hours they're going to sit there and chat with you, and then once they finish, they either go home or pay for more. They don't have to do that now. So many girls got smartphones, they can sit right there. Social media is right in their hand. And as long as they got load or internet cafe, as long as they got load or Wi-Fi, they can talk to you all day long. So now, Here's where we are now, 20 years later, 21 years later. They got their smartphone. They got the social media. So many guys have opened up. So why keep you now? Why should they try to be with you when they got so many guys in their DM? I think I showed you in the other video. Here's what they see and here's what you see. When you see them, you see one girl. But what they're looking at a sea of faces. They could have 100 guys looking at them. But what you see is one girl. They are not thinking to attach to that one face out of a million. Why should I? I got 100 more sitting right here. If I lose, it's like if you ever try eating popcorn and you're eating the popcorn and maybe a few times you drop some on the floor. You look down, you pick it up and throw it in the trash. You don't worry about it. Why you don't worry about it? Because you got a whole bag over here. You got a whole bag of popcorn. How many times have you gone to the movie, you're sitting there, you're eating your popcorn in the dark, and you pick, you take some out of the bucket, one or two fall on the floor. You don't even look down to even see where it went. You just keep eating. That's what they're doing. So when they don't get what they want from you, they just move on to the next guy. Because you got 100 in their DM giving affirmations of love and marriage, and she's just sitting back giggling. Oh, I got these suckers right where I want them. So many of you sending money to people you don't even know. And this is why. Because they got so many of you. If one don't, I get another one. So things have changed, guys. Social media has really gotten to the point that it has opened up the world and they see no value in you like they did before. When you would go to visit them, back then, yes, they wanted to attach. They wanted to be with you. They didn't want you to leave them. So you could say you're going to go and meet someone and have a decent relationship. It's not happening that way now. Things have changed. Things have evolved. And for those of you who are going to say, well, me and my girl been together 20, 30, 40 years. Yeah, but back during your time, they didn't have social media. So yes, you're right. And once again, that's my point. Back before social media took off, those things were happening. You could go and meet someone and you could have a pretty good relationship if you got along. It's not happening that way now. Social media says, if this man don't give me what I want, I got 100 more over here. I just block him and move on. And they never even think about it. You're sitting there, oh no, I lost this, I lost that. She's thinking, on to the next one. It has changed, guys. Things are not the same like it used to be, and you can't keep going over there projecting or expecting for it to be that way. One day I was reading an article and it talks about how women are running the world. They're controlling men. And I can kind of see that happening. And here's the thing. When you got one woman posting a thirst trap and 50,000 guys join her page, or 500,000 guys, she's controlling 500,000 men. Yes, her thirst trap is controlling 500,000 men, and all she's doing there is posting pics. And this is what guys want. So who's controlling who? So out of those 500,000, this girl will make $1 million. Who's controlling who? Guys are not running the world now. And until they get control of their lust, their hunger, their thirst, they're not going to be in control of anything. And that's what's happening. If you can remember, back there was a time when it was on the Dr. Phil show, and this little young teenage girl was up there acting a nut. Okay, straight up nut. And once again, social media hadn't really took off because she was only 13 then. This girl made record profits on Instagram. Record profits. She set a record. She was 13 at the time, but by the time she got 18, she had a Instagram page. She made $1 million in the first 6 hours she was on. She had 500,000 subscribers. And even now, when you look at her YouTube channel, she got over 7 million subscribers. One girl. And she really has nothing, she's really not doing anything that would even warrant that other than she's a girl. But look at what's happening. So many guys with this fantasy thinking, if I just show my face, she's going to pick me. And she's not picking nobody. Because in 6 hours, she made $1 million off simps who just feel like, well, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring and I'm going to see what happens. Guess what? You have a better chance of hitting the lottery. And even that, the odds are so high, you have a better chance of getting hit by lightning. So come on, guys. Wake up. Smell the coffee. This one girl is controlling 7 million guys on YouTube. Because that's who's subscribing, a bunch of guys. And she made 1 million in 6 hours on Instagram. That's a record. Now tell me who's controlling things. Ain't no men out there. Very few of us. If you go to TikTok now, every third video a girl is doing a live. Every third. I just sat there one day and counted 1, 2, 3, alive. 1, 2, alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, alive. This is what they're doing. And so many guys, and I just sit there and look at the comments. Oh, I want to be with you. Oh, I love you. Oh, we can do this. You're so special. You're so cute. Once again, you're seeing one girl and she's seeing a sea of faces. Where are the men? When are men going to start being men? Having some control enough to say, I'm not doing it. Not no, but hell no. I am not going to sit there, waste my time watching somebody on TikTok trying to entertain hundreds of guys, and I'm just going to sit there and comment and she's going to ignore me. Because a lot of guys she ignored, but they sitting there steady commenting, and I'm just sitting there like, really? So no, my time is too valuable. I don't have time to waste on foolishness. Because the time I'm over there making foolishness, I can be doing content to help the guys who really want to be helped. This is why I don't do memberships. I don't do personal counseling. My videos are my counseling. So when you give me a topic, I talk about it. I give you what you want, and I'm giving it to you for free. Because I'm not looking for anything other than to help my fellow men. But they'll go over there and throw millions of dollars in hopes of meeting someone. And they're not. Get over it. The only way this is going to change is men are going to have to become stronger in their lust. It's okay to look at a woman and say she's attractive. You're just giving her a compliment. But when you control your lust, now it's like, well, you don't accept certain things. You can look at her, acknowledge her beauty, her sex appeal. But it's getting to the point that women are so perverted. They're so perverted, they pretty much giving you everything for free online. In the other video, I showed you about the girl who had sex with 100 men in a day. And now she's want to go for a record of 1,000 men in a day. Is that not perverted? There's no way I would want to be one of those 100 men. So I think about, what are the guys thinking that want to be a part of that? They can't control their lust. So they're willing to go behind 99 other men just for the sake of some bedroom fun. I can't do it. Control your lust, guys. You know, I've made peace with the fact that I'm not going to chase or beg anyone. I refuse. I've made peace with the fact that you can't please everybody and you can't save everybody. Every day we drive down the street going to and from work, the store, wherever we go, we see homeless people or just people doing less than we are, or a little bit unfortunate as we are. Do we try to save them? No, we can't. The most you may be able to do is buy them a meal. But once you buy them a meal, what more can you do? You're not going to buy them a house, so why go to the Philippines and buy a house? You're not going to support the homeless person here, so why go to the Philippines and support their family? You see, now you're being hypocrites. You won't do it in your home country, but you'll go over there and be Captain Saver, you know who. I'm not going to do it on either side. I can't buy a house for someone here. I cannot buy a house for someone over there. Now, not to say I won't give a birthday gift. I give a Christmas gift, but that's a gift. I'm not giving support. I refuse to let someone sit back while I go to work and they collect like it's taxes. And all they got to do is sit around and drink all day. That's not going to happen. And I'm not going to give you money to so-called start a business when you have no education in business. No. So here's what I'm saying, guys. You are running from the monster that you're creating. I see these videos where guys, they want to, they're saying, go to the Philippines and you're going to find the love of your life and things are much better. No, life is whatever you make it wherever you are. Because you can run over there thinking life is so good, you're going to meet whoever she is and she's going to be good to you. No, because she got 10 other guys waiting for you to screw up. It may be good in the beginning, but once real life set in, your money start getting short, then all bets are off. Because it's all about money to them, nothing more. That's what a parasite does. Gets what he wants to get from the host. I can't get any more. That host is dead. Move on to the next host. So guys, I'm going to let that be it for now. Wake up and smell the coffee. Don't fall for that culture thing. And even if it is their culture, okay, let's say it is, then why does it not apply to everyone? Why you have to pay a dowry when the Filipino guy don't? Why do you have to support the family when the Filipino guy don't? Why she's going to want to be with you as long as you're giving, but she can go and be with a Filipino who don't even have a job? This is what I'm trying to get you to realize. Why is there such a difference? Why he gets the exception and you don't? You have to pay for her time. He gets it for free. And the money you give her, she goes and gives it to him. And yes, it happens. So I'm going to let that be it for now. I hope I didn't go on too long. But I had to address the issue. Okay? And I felt it was the best time to do it because it needs to be put out there. Culture is what culture is. And unless you're willing to accept somebody else's culture, then they should be willing to accept yours. My culture say everybody work. Well, why won't they accept my culture? They're not, because they want to support their family. Okay, so I'll let this be for right now. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if there's anyone you feel that can benefit from my videos, please share. Please share. I want to get my content to you more regularly. I want to start something so I can help bring you more and better content. So I want to get my subscribers up because I want to help you guys. And like I say, it's just give you something to think about. So hang in there with me, okay? All right, see you in the next video. Take care.